Hello, welcome to NOLA Stamping. I'm Barb Baldwin, and today I'm going to walk you through making a Hey Chick card using the new Honey Bunny paper pack and the March 2024 stamp of the month that's just chicken in. You'll see that the paper for the Honey Bunny is bright and cheerful and really a springtimey kind of paper. So I'm gonna grab three 2.5-inch circles. So what I did was I cut out using the shaker circle die from Close to My Heart, the yellow dotted paper, and then I cut out another 2.5-inch circle using the white daisy and the plaid paper, and I just use like a circle thin cut to do that, but you could always use a Cricut cut. And I'm just using charcoal ink to stamp that same chick from the Just Chicken In Stamp of the Month set 3 times on each of the papers. And then I'm going to use the sage ink, and I'm using one of those sentiment strips, the white, and I'm just putting Hey Chick on that one. And then I am going to do the interior sentiment portion. That's the white daisy. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to like really lightly second generation stamp the chick, just because I thought, you know, it'd be cute to put just chicken in and then have the chick in the corner just really lightly. Just adding a couple little touches to make the card a little bit more fun. Okay, so we're just going to grab our micro tip scissors, and I'm just going to cut out the 3 parts of the little chick. So there's 2 sort of eggshells, and then there's the chicken itself. And because I've got 2 different kinds of paper, I can make 2 different cards using that. You know, I always recommend keeping the scraps and then just do another card using the opposites. So then we're just going to grab orange colored pencil. I'm using the Coloristas. I'm using an orange citrus color, and I'm just going to color in the little feet and eventually the beak of the little baby chick. Then I'm just going to glue together all those pieces. And I'm using tweezers to sort of like put everything into place. You don't really need that. I just, sometimes my fingers get too sticky and I don't want to leave a residue. So, that's why I use the tweezers. There I am, just coloring in the little beak. And I really like the different textures that the cutting out the papers gives the chick. So let's go ahead and assemble everything. So you want to grab your piece of honey butter cardstock that's 5.5 by 8.5, and then fold it in half to create like an A2 card size. And then I'm just using a tape runner to put that sentiment, interior sentiment card that we made a little bit earlier with the Just Chicken In and the older chick. Or the older chicken. And then we're just going to use that butterfly paper that's also 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're just going to attach that to the front, leaving a nice little frame all the way around it. And then we're going to grab those 2 smaller pieces, the ones that are 5 1/4 by 2 inches and 5 1/4 by 2 1/4 inches. And you're just going to put one on top of the other. So I grabbed some yellow twine that I have left over from another project. I just have a spool of it, and I thought it would add a really nice touch to the card. And I really like how it turned out, but not gonna lie, I have problems tying knots. So I went ahead and first I tried to tie a nice bow. That didn't work. But it's okay because we're going to cover up all of that knot work. So if you're not, I just did a really simple like shoe bow, And if your knot doesn't quite work out, you can just always glue it down, or use a glue dot or a foam dot to keep it in place. So I decided to use a little bit of glue just to keep it in place. And I grabbed the 3D foam dots that come with the shaker kits that Close to My Heart sells. And I'm going to put those on either side of the knot just to keep my little circle chick popped up on top of the twine. And I'm just making sure to not put any of the 3D foam on top of the knot, because that's already kind of thick, and I don't want to add any more dimension to the actual card. So I was looking at this and I was like, I kind of want to pop up that frame, and I have a bunch of circle foam left, because that I love using the foam dots all over the place. So I just grabbed a circle frame. These are all meant to be the same size as the for the shaker windows anyways. So it's perfectly fine to use the foam to pop up that frame. And you could always make the little chick into a shaker window if you were interested in doing that. But that would add a little bit more depth to the card. So, that's always something to keep in mind. So I'm just going to add some of those 3D foam dots to the top and bottom of that strip. And I also I added some liquid adhesive just in case, just to give it's kind of a thick addition to the front of the card, and I just wanted to make sure that it wouldn't peel off easily. So I was like, I'm just gonna add everything that I can to it. So I'm just going to peel up the rest of the sticker foam, 3D foam around that circle frame. And, if you don't have the circle frame die cut, you can always just cut a circle that's like 1/4 of an inch larger. So it'd be a 3-inch circle out of that polka dot frame, and just build on top of it instead of doing the frame. So in the catalog, they have these new sage green sentiment strips. And so I paired it with the white daisy that was, the white daisy's a little bit thicker, but the sage green ones are just like cardstock. So they're really thin. And so they take up almost no dimension whatsoever. So I'm just going to pop a couple of those 3D foam dots on the sage, and I'm going to use it to sort of shadow behind the white daisy one. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the liquid adhesive since it's up on my desk. And I'm just making sure, it really helps with the liquid adhesive, because then you can just sort of make sure that it's even, and it shows off enough of the sage to give it a little bit of shadow, and it just sort of pulls everything together. I really wanted to use that bow, but it just didn't really feel like it fit all together for me. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of the new enamel dots. These are also in the new catalog. They go with the Honey Bunny set, so the colors all match pretty well. And I just did the visual triangle where I put 2 in the upper corner and 1 in the lower corner. So then, just taking a quick look at the card, I was like, oh, I really want that little chick's eye to pop out. So I grabbed some liquid pearls. I have the black opal and the white opal liquid pearls. So I put a base of the black opal just right on the chick's eye, which would work perfectly fine. But then I took my paper crafting tool and sort of indented it in. And I'm going to take a toothpick and just transfer over a tiny small amount of the white opal just to give it just like a little bit of a highlight in the middle of the eye. It's really hard to pick up like far away, but I think it kind of adds a bunch to that chick's eye. And that is it. So I hope this inspires you to make your own card. Don't forget to stay crafty.